Welcome back to your live continuing coverage of CES 2016 here at the Las Vegas Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Michael Artsis. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special, and we are an official media partner here. We're very proud of that. At BeTerrific TV on all social media. I've got a very special guest on because, you know, green vehicles, green transportation is really important. Going from place A to place B without maybe using a car, using fossil fuels, not only it's fun, but it's really getting to be more and more important, becoming, you know, kind of, I guess, environmentally responsible, right? It's a thing that my friend Joe does. He has a Nissan Leaf, and he talks to me all the time about how great it is, and it's something I really want. But there are so many reasons why it makes it hard for me. I live in an apartment building. How am I going to charge it? I've got all these other things that make it hard. But there's a company called GenZe that's changing all that. And one of the ways they're changing it is they're making scooters that you can store a lot in that go far distances and can be charged on a 110 outlet. That's a regular wall socket. Like you plug it in how you plug your iPhone in. So tell me about this thing. First of all, let's show it off. I've got it on my computer screen, so Peter's going to pull this up because we were going to wheel it in here, but we just couldn't. And I was going to get out into the parking lot and ride it, but I just couldn't do it. We just couldn't make it happen because it was raining here the last 2 days. And so there it is on the left side, the 2.0 electric scooter. And at some point I might ride it and we'll show some video of it, but it's pretty awesome, isn't it?
I absolutely think so. It's like you said, it's almost a car replacement.
Yeah. It's beautiful, first of all.
Thank you. We're quite proud of its extremely sleek utilitarian looks. It's got a robotically welded aluminum frame.
Okay.
What that means is it's lightweight, durable, and if you were to drop this thing, you know, there's no plastic to break on it. It only maybe you could scratch it at worst.
So let's say I lived in New York City. Could I carry it up a flight of stairs if I had to?
The whole GenZe you could not. It's a little bit over 200 pounds, but the good news is what you could do is you can remove the battery pack, and you can bring it right up to your apartment, office, dorm, wherever you are, and charge it off the wall outlet. Extremely convenient.
See, that's perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Now, how far can I go on a charge?
You can go up to 30 miles.
And how fast will I go?
You'll go, again, it's 30 miles an hour.
Okay.
Is the top speed, and it is capped at that level because what this is a moped. It's classified as a moped, which in most states in our country you don't need a special endorsement.
That's great.
In some of them, a few of them you do, but in most places you don't. So it's extremely easy to get on a GenZe.
Right, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
30 miles is actually pretty far. People don't realize you can go to the grocery store and back, you can go do errands around town, and it can be used for fun.
I was looking into average length of commute in some of our market areas in California and San Francisco. People, on the average will commute about 8 to 9 miles. In Portland, Oregon, it's about the same. So really, the GenZe will do it all, round trip.
And don't forget, when you get to work, you can plug it in.
That's right.
So, like, I probably go about 12 miles. I could plug it in and get home without a problem.
You could. This would be perfect for you. Yeah.
And how long does the battery last? How long does it take the battery to charge?
So if you were completely at zero, it would take about 3.5, 4 hours.
That's nothing.
It's very reasonable.
And then how long will the battery last as far as battery life, like when I have to replace it?
Oh goodness, okay. It's actually warranted for 3 years, so you're not going to run into any problems.
What's the GenZe cost?
The GenZe is only $2,999. Wow. That comes with the warranty. It actually comes for our first set of buyers. It'll come with free telematics. So because it is a connected vehicle and it has 3G connectivity, and we're including all of that in the cost.
So when you say that, what does that mean?
So what that means is the GenZe has a CAN bus platform, meaning all of the variables, all of the little things from the health of the batteries to whether your kickstand is down, are actually transmitted to the cloud every 5 seconds. So we have this continuous flow of information.
And you can find it if it's stolen.
You can find it if it's stolen. So let me show you how that works.
Great.
So we have a GenZe app. I'm going to pull that up for you and show you.
And then I'm going to show it off here on the camera here. How's that sound?
We can do that. So here's the home screen.
Okay.
Which shows you your battery status and your projected range based on that battery status.
It also shows me the weather, which is kind of important when you're riding a scooter, is it not?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so, because it's one thing to get wet in your car, but if you're on a scooter, you'll get really wet.
You don't get wet in the car unless you leave the sunroof open. Or the windows. All right, so there's that, and then what else can we find out?
Some of the other things you could do on here is you can navigate based on the speed limitation of this vehicle.
Okay.
So, on a GenZe you can go 30 miles an hour. What this navigation system does is it shows you the roads to get from A to B based on that speed limit, avoiding the throughways.
Very cool.
And then you can do remote diagnostics. This is extremely cool, so when you hold it up to the camera, if you hit the Start Diagnostics button,
I'm going to do it as soon as we get it on camera.
you're going to see its screen. And
it's analyzing. And now is this one outside?
This one is sitting in Fremont, California, our headquarters. And
it said error, I think.
There's actually, the bike is in good shape, the kickstand is down, which as a safety measure is not going to be enabled to ride. You have to pull the kickstand up before you go.
Okay.
So it's just pointing out to that.
Oh, right, it says error code 167, the kickstand is down, no drive allowed, right.
So you know remotely without touching your unit what kind of shape it's in, how much battery it has. If you want to track your vehicle, let's say you lent it to somebody, a friend or your child, you can see where they are at all times.
Wow. And that's very cool. I really like that. Now, is there a way to lock this up with some kind of lock? I could just buy a regular lock and lock it?
Yes, you can. You can. You can do many things to keep it safe. You can remove the batteries, take them with you, which means nobody else can ride that unit until you bring the batteries back. You can use a standard motorcycle lock.
Sure.
So it's completely built for that. And it actually has a keyless entry system. On the touchscreen monitor, that's your interface with the GenZe where your speedometer is. You actually access it like you would access your smartphone with a 4 or 5 digit code, which you set yourself. So nobody else knows that code, just like your iPhone.
Very cool. I really like this.
Thank you.
How do I buy one?
So you can buy it off GenZe.com. We're selling it and servicing it directly. And we're prioritizing the sales in our direct markets because we're very careful about servicing it ourselves when we, as we just began to ship this to consumers.
I noticed on the site you have test drives. Where would I test drive one?
You could you could actually sign up at GenZe.com for a test ride, and if you live in California, Oregon, and Michigan, we'll schedule that for you, or we'll invite you to one of our many events, which are also on our website.
Well, what about New York, New Jersey?
We hope to be there soon. I think those are wonderful markets for us, and we just launched this. We just started to
How did you get involved with GenZe?
Well, I've been in electric two-wheelers for quite some time in the United States, and my passion is the following. You see the rise of programs like Uber, Lyft, shared bikes around the world. People don't want to use their cars anymore. We're increasingly moving to the cities. Having a car, maintaining a car, buying gas for a car, and paying like $40 for a 2-hour meeting.
How about I could go into New York City? Come back and not have to pay $50 in parking.
That's right.
How about I could not have to sit in 5 hours of traffic? I could just kind of.
How about that?
Yeah.
GenZe will help you avoid all of that.
And what's the deal? Can I go on the line? Am I allowed to go by people?
In California, you can.
You can.
I
don't think you can in New York, but I don't think I would abide by those rules.
But what you would do, I mean, how much does it cost you to park in New York for 3 hours, 4 hours?
Oh my God, $50, $60.
So for the GenZe, it'd be in San Francisco, it's about $2 an hour.
But there's no parking. I put one of those motorcycle locks on the thing and leave it on the sidewalk.
You can leave it on the sidewalk where you can,
They put motorcycles there all the time.
Have I mentioned we make these in Ann Arbor, Michigan? It's completely American manufactured and
that
engineered.
That is phenomenal. You didn't mention that, but what you should also say is, have I mentioned that we're going to be in New York, New Jersey in about a month?
I really hope so.
I hope so
too. All for that.
When are we doing a product review?
We
want a product review.
Let's absolutely do that.
Yes, that would be
I
awesome.
agree with you.
And I
want to bring it up myself.
Yes! It's very rare that I get excited about a product like this. I am really excited about it.
Well, good reason to be so. If we can put our cars away and not use them when we don't have to, if there are products, innovative and connected smart products like the GenZe that enable us to do that, that's wonderful.
I also love how connected it is and that it can be diagnosed and all these features. And again, you're not saying get rid of your car, you're just saying you can use this instead of your car a lot of times and you can save a lot of money. I bet you what I would save in parking in 1 year would pay for the GenZe.
In San Francisco, if you used it 5 days a week, just the parking difference will pay for 2 GenZes a year.
There you go.
That's the math. Yeah.
Now you've lived all over the world.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, and what is your favorite city?
New York's up there.
Yeah.
I like San Francisco also.
And what is the toughest city to commute in? I always say it's New York. I don't care what anybody says. That's my feeling.
No, I do agree. They're equally bad. LA is quite bad also.
But it's not as bad as New York. You got all those lanes.
You do have a good public transport system. And then, a lot of people will take the transit system, and you still need a first and last mile solution from there.
Yeah.
For which you can, again, use the GenZe.
You should have, instead of City Bike, they should have City GenZe. There you go.
I totally agree. As a matter of fact, look for some exciting news on that on the West Coast.
Are you serious?
And I really hope, East Coast will be next.
Oh, I thought I had something there. I thought I had this great idea.
Don't be surprised if you see the GenZes in shared usage and getting lots of people experience on these bikes and showing them how easy it is.
Very, very cool. Before I let you go, what do you think of CES so far?
Love it, love it.
Have you found something that just really excites you other than GenZe?
Well, it's the first day. We've been extremely busy with the consumer reception, and we just announced our relationship with AT&T, which enables our connectivity and telematics. So we've been inundated by consumers coming over for test rides. But starting tonight, I'm hoping to make some rounds and check out all the other wonderful products.
Excellent. GenZe, GenZe. Check it out, it's really awesome.